gentlemen. My name is Kim and I am krodesigns. If you want to check me out over on Instagram, I'm very thankful you stopped by again for another fun PowerSheets Monday to see how I have progressed through my PowerSheets for the first week of me getting them here in October. Now, everyone does their PowerSheets prep time differently. I know a lot of people like to wait until Laura Casey and her staff do a PowerSheets prep week. This year it's in December 9th, so you can always wait and tune in with her if you have any questions about how to get started. I need to, and I say need to start working it right now because this is a lot of stuff that I want to make sure I'm very mindful of, but also I don't have a ton of extra time to devote to all of these prep sheets because as a single mom, Monday through Friday of 4 boys, and I'm a full-time middle school math and science teacher, I don't have a ton of time to devote to that information I really want to get down and in my PowerSheets. So I'm gonna have to start pretty soon. So that's why I put those October, November, and December calendars in my planner as well. So the other thing I want to talk about before we get started is in this journey of me and my PowerSheets, I just want to say that I hope that the things you read in my PowerSheets, you just take it for my journey because I'm writing some really deep kind of personal stuff. My personal journey, of course, is different than yours. And I'm really putting myself out there to be vulnerable because I'm not going to put a filter on my journey. I'm going to have ups, I'm going to have downs, I'm going to have sideways, I'm going to have all types of things throughout my 2020 PowerSheets journey. But I really want to be as transparent as possible so you can see exactly how it's working in my life and how I'm using the PowerSheets to make a better transition. So just, be a little graceful with your comments if you don't care for what I write. So just saying, please be kind. So this week I was really great in accomplishing all of my goals that I had set out for the week, which pages I wanted to work on. I did have some ups and downs and some really big questions that I had to leave open that of course I will tackle in later on in the coming weeks. I've got some pages that really stumped me, and so I thought it would be best not to sit and dwell on them, but more process them and move forward. I also wrote myself some pep talks on those pep talk postcards that Laura has in her shop. I know they're currently out of stock, but I'm sure she's going to get them in. So I put them after each quarter, and I even wrote myself a happy birthday card for PowerSheets in October 2021 that I tucked into a pocket. So when I get my new PowerSheets, I can give myself a little pat on the back for making it through almost the entire 2020 as I start my prep for 2021. So that's what's in store today. Don't forget to enjoy yourself, grab a cup of tea, sit back and see how I progress through my week. I hope your journey is most fruitful, just like it is mine, and I can't wait to get to know you through this series. So take care, guys. Bye. See you next week. So if you probably have seen from my last video, I did add the 2 calendar pages for November and December here in my PowerSheets. If you haven't seen that video, I'm going to link it in the corner and down below because it really shows you why I did do this, added pockets and whatnot, because I really wanted a jumping off point for my PowerSheets right this second and kind of guide me through till the end of the year. And so that's what I had going on here. And I just will point you in the direction of the video so we don't have too much repetitive stuff here. But as you know, like today is Monday the 28th. If you're watching this video for the first time, right as soon as I published it. So if it's the 21st week is not on here. But what I did do is I grabbed one of my these sticky notes from the shop, and I did write it here in the Cultivate What Matters weekly sticky pad, and I did write out what pages I wanted to do on each day, including those top 3 pages that I highlighted when I did the video for last week. So, and I also wrote some notes on what pages really triggered me, and also some talking points. So I didn't ramble too much for you guys here on the YouTube. So that's where we're at. So that's nothing new here, nothing to see. Let's keep scrutiny along. And then we come up to the first page of my prep sheets. I did take out one of the first encouragement pages that Laura had in the front of the planner. I believe it was like one of the first two. I did what I said, I cut it out. I did attach it to the back of this 5x7 card that did come with my planner and everyone else's. And I just did some highlighting on there just to kind of remind me and encourage me along the way with my prep sheets. For my 2020 goal ideas, this is one of those top 3 pages that I talked about in the last video as well. I really did want to break this down because I didn't want to just throw stuff in here, even though it says to. I really wanted to categorize it so moving forward from here, I can do a better job at placing things where they need to. And what I did was I just took a whole bunch of my mild liners and I just did a quick box and wrote on the top. I did put like a legend together here on my like template sheet. This is the one I used for those calendar pages and everything I insert in here. I use these as guides. I do wish, now that I've done it, that I wish I could have done it on cardstock, because I've been really using this quite a bit, taking it in and out and in and out and in and out, and it still has a couple months left of life, and I could washi tape it, but for the long haul, I wish I could have done that. So that's, if you haven't done any of the addition stuff, just photocopy it onto cardstock. You'll be much happier. I did put this legend here for which color mild liner goes with which category, and then I just transferred that information over here, and I can use that legend throughout my PowerSheets journey. Right now I still have trouble remembering which color is which, but by the end of the year I'll have it down. As I turn the page here, I do love these encouragement pages, or how do you tackle this page over here. I do some highlighting, make some notes, because she really does have some wonderful thoughts that I want to keep with me as I'm working through these prep pages. And this page right here, this wonderful you, I did highlight the things that make me unique, and I also made notes on why I did them, or things I can think about, like what I want to be known for is my accomplishments, but does that make me selfish? You know, that makes me feel funny when I make that highlight. So I wanted to highlight why I did it and my emotions behind it. So that's just something to think about that you can implement when you're doing your PowerSheets. So as we turn the page, again, another encouragement page. And this thing, what fires me up, when I initially saw it, I was like, oh, the things that make me crabby, the things that make me negative or angry. Fire is sometimes like one of those angry words, but I think what she means here, and she does stay here and also at the top, that these are things that make you like feel awesome. And so I just wrote down the 4 things that came to my mind over the last couple days: teaching, being a leader, not a follower, getting things accomplished, and seeing others grow through me. That is what makes me really awesome inside, what makes me feel great. And I did write a whole bunch of stuff that goes along with each one of those fire up points. But it's good to reread this while I'm thinking about my goal setting, because it really does make me tick, all of these things. So moving on, I got to this page, and this is one of my top 3 pages that I know I want to spend more than just 30 seconds on or one day. So I got to here and I looked at it and I read it all, and it was very daunting. I was very scared to start. So I wrote on the top of the page, why does this page scare me? And why does it? Because assessing my situation and how I perceive myself is very hard. This is a very hard process for me, because I am not one to enjoy thinking about myself at all. And my 43 years of existence, this has been the bane of my confidence issue. So I really need to like start with just one. So I say, take the first step, just like she says, little by little. So I did this little section over here for my spouse first, because I know that's going to be one of those things I want to work on for sure in 2020. And then I started writing, and I felt really negative because she asked, why do you want it to change? And it's usually because something negative has happened in that section. But after I did that, I put a little hashtag, this needs work. And I want to put a hashtag for each one of this. I'm going to have to rethink this because I thought, oh gosh, here I am being negative again. And that's the thing I really want to work on 2020 is I don't want to be negative. I want to be positive. So I kind of turned it on its heels and I moved over here. And I did say, why does it need work? More in a positive spin. So instead of saying we don't do anything fun, I wrote, let's have fun, or things I need to work on in my spiritual life. Let's think about how that could be impactful. That's power of prayer. So that's just something to think about when you're working through your PowerSheets. All right, next page. This is so not Instagram worthy picture-wise. And I really do intentionally just go ahead and let things flow out of my head into my hand most of the time. But I did want to recategorize this where it says, where do you think you are? Where were you 10 years ago? And physically, meaning my body, and physically like move, because we move quite a bit. So I wanted to talk about that section. Mentally, where was I mentally, and where am I emotionally? And I did that for both of these two. Of course, you can come up with your own category or not categorize them at all. But I thought if I broke them down better, I can see, whoa, those things that need some work. Down over here, you break your identity box. I really want to be positive here. Believe that I am smart, beautiful, and capable. Those are the things I really want to make work. Know that I can be successful at whatever I want to do. And then I want to be great at lots of things, not just good at all of the things. I have a higher bar to set. So that's just something that I'm working on for 2020. And then I just did some decoration here at the bottom with a couple stickers. This is part of the page initially that was on the back of that 5x7 card. I just put it here, put some gift wrap underneath it. I got some scraps. And so I just did that. And this is really important. And I know that moving forward, she has it in the beginning of, I believe, the goals section, kind of like the same kind of self-writing, which they've got this section down here. So this is really important. I kind of wish I could photocopy this and put it somewhere else, but maybe I'll do that with the goals section. We'll just figure it out as we go along here. I'm moving past fear. This one is one of those that, again, scares me, but because thinking about the fears in your life could be a little bit challenging. I wrote mine here, added a couple pieces of washi, but this box down here I couldn't complete. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to have to revisit this. And that's why I left a few days at the end of the month to fill in all the holes that I think. I just need to process this a little bit more. And I think it's okay not to finish a page completely in one spot. This is open. This is not working for me. I really need to think about, so I'm okay with leaving it blank for now. So after I finish this page, of course, next week I'll go on to that. But I wanted to show you a couple of the extra things I did add in here as the week went along, because I got those pages done. I didn't really want to work on them too much more. But what I did here was use some of these pep talk postcards that were in the shop. I know they're sold out now. I'm sure she's planning to restock them. It might be a while. But what I did was I wrote myself a pep talk on this note, and I just inserted it here in my planner. And I love how she always says, kindly deliver to the amazing. Again, we're being positive. Mom who can't do it all without asking for help. To remind myself at the end of March how awesome, and stop and be grateful. I just wrote myself a quick note. And then I also wrote myself a note at the end of each quarter. Here is the one right before summer. It was a pep talk about how I'm excited that I finished with school with my first year of working full time in a long time. And I also did one here for fall. This one's a little bit different. Instead of inserting it, I just used my tending tape and I wrote a quick note. Of course, it's upside down, but there it is. But for now, I can just have it right there. And the last thing I did was in October, on the back side of this October, we will be getting our new PowerSheets for 2021. So I wrote myself a happy birthday note because it's my 1-year anniversary of having PowerSheets. And so I just quickly jotted down some words of encouragement and a happy birthday to myself about how I've accomplished what I've accomplished in this last year. And I just took a little piece of gift wrap, again, just glued it on 3 sides, added a few stickers, and voila. I am planning to, and I haven't yet, write myself another thank you, good job, way to go celebration note for the end of the year, but I haven't done that yet. I'm going to wait until I finish with all of my prep work. So that is where I'm at. And if you guys have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to leave them below. Be more than happy to answer them. And of course, as you know, everybody's journey is totally different. Mine is different than yours. And you know what? That is just the way it should be. This is a personal journey for each one of us. I hope to see you next Monday. I will be doing again another review of what I've accomplished this week with my PowerSheets. Go ahead and like and subscribe and put that notification bell on because I'll have it up bright and early Monday morning at 6 a.m. So thanks guys so much and enjoy your fabulous PowerSheet week of prep if that's what you're doing. All right guys, bye-bye.